right, welcome to the Been There Doing That podcast with an insanely beautiful opening by my good friend, my brother from another mother, Mr. Alex Dobinda. How's it going, brother?
Good, brother. Good. Hey, man, I'm so happy to have me here.
I know.
Finally.
You're like, what's going on?
It's about time.
We're out here in Tampa. We have just been having the most epic few days possible. It's hard to even put into words how just amazing and glorious the vibes and the energy and the fun and the freedom and the joy. But it's been wonderful, man.
It is, man. And just let it flow, go with the flow, and the universe, I guess, takes care of everything.
Yeah, the universe, we're rising our vibrations, and then the universe is just allowing it to kind of go out there and
we really had a great time. We really had a great time. I mean, whatever what plans we had, and whatever what, it just happened, and it was not even, better than a coincidence.
Better than a coincidence. It was like destiny, bro. It was destiny.
That's the word.
Yeah, we went to the beach. We did a cold plunge today, ate some meat. We went to a metal concert. We both worked respectively at our spots.
Absolutely.
We went for a run on the waterfront. And the vibes have been so high. I just got one question for you, bro.
Yeah.
Do you like my shorts?
I do like, man. Everybody likes it. Everybody.
What's been going on with these shorts? I have to wear them for the podcast. Shout out to Shaw, who always makes fun of me for not wearing pants.
I think you got a few
superpowers.
A few compliments a day just to your shorts.
Just the shorts.
And if you were naked on the beach and your tattoos again, and I was kind of in the shower all the time. Again, this guy coming from Brooklyn, and he's on the spot here.
Yeah, well, listen, all right, I've been getting too many compliments, and Alex is starting to feel left out.
And
so we went to the store,
and
we got you some cool bathing suits.
And guess what? The compliment came to me right away.
It did, yeah. So now we got him on the cool frequency. We'll talk about some of our adventures and these philosophies we have about life and about opening up possibilities and just the joy that is living. We'll get into all that. But
absolutely, bro.
First, why don't you give us a little... before we dive into the deep stuff, why don't you share a little bit about yourself? Who's Alex? Where did he come from?
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm from a small country, former USSR, called Moldova. So Moldova has a different kind of history. It's been part of Romania before 1940s. Then after the Second World War, it was a part of the USSR for about 50 years. That's why we speak two languages there, and Romanian and Russian.
How many languages do you speak?
Let's start with this. What it means to speak a language. if I can, let's say, can I say if I can read only without talking?
All right. Say if you can loosely understand it and have a conversation with someone. That's the definition.
A conversation, okay.
A light conversation.
I would say fluently, with no problem. I would say 3 languages.
That's pretty awesome, man.
Romanian, Russian, some English too.
Some English. You practice English every once in a while.
So, Spanish, my first language was Bulgarian, until I was about 7, 8 years old, and then I had to learn, Romanian and Russian. But because I'm losing my voice, man.
Yeah, we were at, by the way, we're both losing our voices a little bit. We were at a metal show last night, screaming in the mosh pit. Woo! Oh. And now we're just like this.
I have a good
for
excuse.
Future reference, maybe we should do podcasts before at the start of the trip while we still have our energy. Yeah. So you got the end of trip, Ben and Alex, but you know what? We have the memories in our hearts that hold us together. Mm-hmm. So you enjoy that, all right? So let our voices be, all right, people.
And yeah, right. And
so
I was saying,
your languages. So
and then because my mother is Bulgarian, so it's good. My grandfather used to say, "It never hurts to speak another language other than yours."
Right.
I tell you more. He's Noam Chomsky from MIT. Let's say the one of the greatest linguists in this world.
Cool.
He said, knowing a language is like thinking that way. You think like a German. You think
so
like
you have different. You think in a different culture.
You're thinking in that,
different perspectives.
Yes. Just think about it a little bit. It's very interesting. If you speak German, you think that way.
Right.
If you speak Russian, you think like If you think if you speak Arabic, it's very interesting.
Americans are so lazy. We all only speak English. I want to learn a couple other languages, but other countries have it right. I feel like it's like mandatory to learn a few languages. Like, what inspired you to even start learning English? Like,
well, I tell you what, because you're here, you have to speak the language of that country, right? But practicing is the best. You interact with people.
Well, we were talking about this yesterday.
Maybe reading some books, news, watching TV, anything.
Immersion, right? Full
and
immersion.
I tell you what, if I had been in Germany, I would have to speak German. If you, even in China, you gotta speak. If you live there,
Right?
That's what I mean. And it's if everybody, the whole world speaks English. It's international, right? So that's why you don't really need to speak another language because everybody speaks your language.
Right. But that's like that's entitled. I feel like I want to learn other languages. So when I try, I mean, even when I do travel, I at least make an effort to learn some. I don't just go in there like, hey, motherfucker, learn from English here. They're like, get out of France right now. No, I at least try, and they see me trying, they feel bad for me, so then they switch to English.
Respect, he tried at least, right?
Yeah, so, exactly.
I tell you what, I respect when people, speak another language other than yours, like English,
Right.
Spanish, I would say, for the United States, like if
That's
you look here, if you go to Miami, it's like the second language, and there is people who speak Spanish only, although they've been living here for the past 20, 30 years. Why? Because it's a big Spanish community. They didn't need to, but it's, you gotta have your why. Why do you need the language? Which language and so on.
Right. So
if you don't need it, so
I'm gonna do a New York style. I'll just keep interrupting you, because you know
I
what?
talk too much. Hey.
No. It's not that you talk too much. Everything you say is making me think of new interesting questions. Because it's also, I'm just trying to like.
Okay, then
you're full of knowledge.
Do the Larry King style.
So So okay, you learned English because you came to America. Let's talk about why did you come to America, and also just kind of go into the whole construction company you started. Because I really respect what you do. You come in here, you work hard, you start your own business, and you're fucking
everybody's
making
working
it, man.
hard here. I think this is the system in the United States. People working hard. I respect that. 5, 6 a.m. That's it. You're on the road going to work, and I like this hustle. It's not in every country like that.
Right. I mean,
Europe
some are
is
more
different.
chill.
More chill. Break at lunch is break. Here it might not be. It depends. It depends what you're doing. I came 17 years ago. I used to live 10 years in Chicago, and 7, 8 years ago I moved here in Florida. It's a big difference in everything. Chicago and
why Chicago? Why did you go there in the first place?
I used to have friends there.
So when you were a kid, did you know you were going to move to America, or was it just this is kind of a later in life thing?
No, it was later in life. Yeah. So it just happened, It was a good look. It's not that you come into. It's really hard here. It was hard at the beginning, but it's still, it's still the land of. We were talking about.
Land of opportunity.
It's still the land of opportunities, and whatever.
The American dream.
The American dream.
You were saying that no other place has that country.
Yeah, there is no Australian dream or I don't know.
Swedish dream,
Russian dream, or it's American dream. By definition, it says something about
right,
us,
right.
And it still is. Maybe changed a lot probably.
It's still a dream to me. I still think it's a wonderful opportunities, and I'm really every day. It's if you open your eyes.
You are grateful and you appreciate, but I see a lot of people they take a bunch of stuff for granted here.
Yeah, exactly.
So which that's why it's good to. For example, to travel outside just to see how it's the world.
Exactly, get some perspective. People
it
are too.
Opens your
we're
mind.
in a little box. Some people don't even leave the small town they're born and raised in. It's like
that's true.
Go the fuck out. Go somewhere else.
That's true, bro.
I'll tell you when I traveled, to Guatemala and was just exploring the streets and the villages and the volcano. I got so much perspective. It was like this shocking awakening for me, where I'm just like, wow, things are so different in other places of the world, and there's so much to learn, and it just kind of opened up my mind. So I definitely agree.
And appreciate more when we get them back.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you, a bunch of normal stuff that for you, hey, this is normal. For example, I don't know, let's say to have a toilet inside your, right?
Yeah, true. A lot, you couldn't even put toilet paper in the toilet in other countries.
Yeah, you don't even have toilets inside. You just have to go outside somewhere, which is, where I'm coming from, we grew up like this, so it was not a big deal for me, So
right.
I mean,
you got used to it, but then you come here and now you should go outside anyway, you animal. But because now you get used to it. Now if you go back, it probably is like, oh whoa, I forgot about this.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that refreshes your mind.
Right.
So yeah, bro. So I love this country. I just want to say every immigrant comes with at least one language other than English. You're gonna learn English here if you don't know it, and if you speak more languages, again, it's
absolutely, man.
Better.
So what about tell us about your career. You've built a career.
I've been doing construction since I came. So I've been working for somebody at the beginning, in Chicago, and then I opened my company, and it's been owning a business. It's a lot of it's entrepreneurship. If you think good, you're gonna make money. If you do a bunch of mistakes, you're gonna lose money. So it's
you gotta learn the hard way sometimes. You gotta
absolutely.
You gotta make
there is
those
a
mistakes.
lot of hard ways, but I think it's part of the process, and it's good to. I told you before. I really believe that we learn more from failures than from success.
100%. That's what sticks, bro. Especially when you lose money.
Exactly. You gotta, we got punched, right?
Yep.
But the second time, do not do the same mistakes, because it would be a choice already. Okay, the first time you're forgiven, or maybe you suffer because you made a bad decision, right? You didn't know. That's cool.
Just don't keep doing it.
Just don't keep doing the same mistake. It's good to be an entrepreneur. It gives you a lot of.
So what was that decision for you? Like when you started working for someone, did you always know you're like, I'm gonna run my own thing one day, or what was that? Like, cause that is not for everybody, and I tell people a lot.
No,
like,
we wanted to make money. Yeah, it's hard, but we wanted to make money. So, and I tell you what. After I opened my business, after a couple of years of working for somebody, I learned all the the construction, what you need, for it's still a lot unknown. It's still a lot of things that I found even right now after 17 years of doing this. Still a lot. Sometimes it's new. Sometimes I got a call. Hey, what would you do in this case, or how to proceed here? Because you don't know. And that's fine. But what I want to say is the business, how changed me, the business, the making business, right?
Right.
It's really it's some stuff that you very rarely would find out.
You don't learn that in school.
Yeah, the school doesn't teach us, right? Maybe if you, I don't know, if you have a family of entrepreneurs, maybe you're gonna. If not, still you're not gonna get to society matters.
Because it's important, because you learn all the pieces of a business. You learn like the operations, the marketing, the sales, all of it. So it's you get a job somewhere, you learn one skill set, that's great. But the power of running your own business is you learn the ins and outs of business. So whether the first one you're building works or not, generally how to create a business. That's a very good skill to have, right?
Yeah. I moved here. I had to open a different business, because that's the thing about the customers from Chicago. They don't come here with me, right? So it's not like a remote business like to have like you doing online.
Tech,
just can live anywhere in the world. Stay
you got to start from
on Bali
scratch.
on the beach, and you still can do that, right? For me, again, from scratch. Yeah, I started from scratch again. But I love Florida. I really.
Did the cold weather
it was a
from
big
Chicago
change for me.
Did the weather drive you to Florida?
Yeah, I tell you what,
cold?
I used to come on vacation every year here, and when I'm okay with three months of cold, snow, and so on, man.
You're from fucking Russia, bro.
No, but here's the thing. Sometimes 7-8 months of cold, it's a lot.
Ooh, that's too much. Is that what it's like there?
Sometimes, yeah, it's been some really harsh,
No way,
so.
dude.
Anyway, the weather is great here. People are nice and friendly. The traffic is acceptable here. It's getting worse year by year, but it's you go to, let's say, New York. Tell me how's traffic there.
It's bad. That's why we don't drive.
You don't drive, yeah. But what Los Angeles or Chicago, it's crazy. All the big cities probably has bad traffic. The St. Pete beach is right here. We were there, right? It's great.
Flowing around. You know what I like about St. Pete? You could drink your beer right in the water. In Jersey beaches, they don't do that.
But I didn't know that until you told me that you cannot do that there.
Yeah, true.
So for me, it's like, man, this is normal. What's
no, of course,
of course I'm going to go in the water.
I was sitting there, I had a bucket of pina colada, just too much pina colada, and then he got me a beer, so I'm sitting there jumping up and down the waves,
how about
trying to keep
that?
the wave.
Frankie.
Frankie.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we call each other Frankie. Tell us about the Frankie
I
thing.
started, man.
You
this
started.
is such an American.
We're always just calling each other Frankie.
And I tell you what, you know what I got? I have to say this. There is a movie called Bloodsport of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, Bloodsport.
Everybody
That's
knows
like the beginning of MMA, right?
So, his buddy where they met in, that competition, his name was Frankie.
Oh, that.
And the movie ends when, Van Damme kicks that, he wins at the end, right?
I actually didn't see the movie,
and he made that guy, to say mate, which means I'm not like, I don't, it was a kind of, to make him to be ashamed, at the end of the movie.
Right.
And that guy was in the hospital, right? The other guy, his friend, his buddy, and they visit him, and, the girl that was with the Van Damme, told him that he made that guy to say mate. And he was, all right, Frankie, So,
all right, Frankie.
So that's what I borrowed it.
All right, yeah, because now we're just even we met new people throughout the weekend, we're just calling everyone everyone's Frankie.
Do you remember the first time when I told you Frankie? You was in the pool in Miami. I said,
was it after
I'm not
Jaeger?
Frankie, I'm Ben. I got you, dude.
I
I know.
but you're Frankie. We're Frankie. And I said, okay, Frankie, I get it now. And now it's just Frankie. We're always and people are so confused in public. They're like, are you Frankie or Ben and Alex? I'm like, all the above.
You gotta know me a little bit, before because Frankie is just. I'm not calling anybody Frankie. He's just some close friends,
Yeah.
So
speaking of that, let's tell people how we became close friends.
man, a couple of years, but I've been knowing you for 28 years.
Exactly. I feel like I've known you my whole life. And we were talking earlier, like as you get older, it's less common to find new best friends.
It's not
but
so
you're
easy
like
anymore.
you're like in my inner circle, bro. There's a soul connection there. We're brothers, bro.
I'm
and it was the
telling you.
Jaeger. The Jaeger.
I'm blaming for that bottle of Jaeger. Yeah,
All right, tell us the story. Tell them the
we came
origin
in Miami.
story.
It was like what 10, 11 p.m. We came there late.
It was like 2 years ago, around 11 p.m. There was a group of people. It was for Art Basel. We were doing crypto. I was in the crypto business back then, NFTs. I was staying with a group of people I didn't
just
know.
wanted to see Miami, and
Alex was just there for a good time.
Just for a good time, And guess what? Hey,
It was a
this
fucking
bottle of Jaeger master with me. You was the only one that was so excited. Everybody had a couple shots, but then no.
Everyone was like, Jaeger, ew, and I said, I'll drink that Jaeger bottle with you. I think we had the whole bottle. We went to dinner.
A big one.
A big one.
I don't have it.
No, we're not doing it now. We've had enough this weekend. But we drank the bottle of Jaeger. We went to dinner. You treated us. You fell asleep at the dinner.
I was tired.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see how
I'm
tired
getting my body is just takes what's hey, it's time to sleep, buddy. It doesn't matter where you are, So.
And that's what I do. I was like, I fucking love this guy. And then we stuck together the whole. And I mentioned this on my last podcast, but I want to give you a shout out and say I appreciate you so much because we had a house of a bunch of people, so-called friends, whatever you want to say.
And most of them I met the first time. Actually.
Yeah, same. And I was doing my first ever keynote speech that week, like of my life. Big deal for me. I've been on panels before, but like I was doing my first talk on entrepreneurship and what it takes, like persistence and all that. And then out of 10 people, no one came. But you came. You and Dean came.
Yeah.
Yes, you came after my talk was
Hey,
finished.
we just,
but
what,
it's
2
about,
minutes after you
just
finished
2 minutes
the talk.
after I finished, but
Hey.
it's about the thought. You were just
Yeah.
like, I just met this guy, but I'm going to show support.
I did my best, absolutely. Why
So
not?
that meant a lot to me. That actually stuck out in my head. I'm like,
It is, bro. We making choices. Hey, should I go? Should I not go? And I'm not blaming anybody if they couldn't or they didn't want to. Although it's everything. It's not about I couldn't. I was busy. It's all about priorities.
yeah, you just don't want to. It's okay.
It's all about priorities. Yeah, but you can make a decision based on that.
Exactly.
So for me, again. We had from the first night we started to have good conversations. So it for me again, you can see from people because we meeting people every day, right? New people every week.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, from 100 people, maybe you're gonna make 2, 3 really
real
good
friends
connections
who are there when you're down. Because everyone can be having fun and partying and be friends then, but who's there by your side when shit hits the fan in your life?
I tell you what, I've been. You can count them all the people in one hand.
Exactly.
Honestly. And probably that's normal. Probably that's how life is. The only thing is, do not be delusional and thinking that you have 1,000 friends. If
exactly.
If you have on Facebook or Insta,
Yeah, just be realistic about it.
Or
and if you find the ones like this, don't let them hold on to them. Call them, check in on them, see how they're doing. The reason this is my second time visiting you in Florida this year.
Is because
it's
an accomplishment.
I know, it's awesome, bro. We did it, bro.
I mean, that's the best proof because a lot of people talk.
A lot
of people
exactly.
talk.
I have people who live in New York City that say, let's hang out. And I don't ever see them.
Yeah.
I've seen you more because
hang out is just showing it.
Exactly, because it's just prioritizing. Making it a point to actually come out and we call each other regularly, FaceTime, even if it's once a month. We check in, we say, how are you doing? How's business? How's life? And we share the ups, we share the downs. We don't bullshit. We're not just
Absolutely.
it's all good.
Yeah.
We actually just really care. So, when you find relationships like this, my advice to whoever's listening is fucking check in on them. And having a friendship and a relationship and being a good friend, that does take effort. But it's very worth it at the end of the day.
It is.
It's
it takes
very
effort. But for me, it's very easy with you, bro.
Exactly.
I'm getting a lot of insights from you. You have a different perspective.
Same with you, bro.
I have a bunch of, questions. For example, what would you do here? Today, we did a great job. For example, you just introduced me to ChatGPT.
Oh, your new girlfriend.
I'm talking to my new girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
just talking to
Juniper.
Hey,
Juniper, your friend Juniper.
Please tell me this. So for me, that's how because it's I'm not a really tech guy. But you know much more regarding that. So it was, hey, no problem. We're gonna do it. We did it, and I'm super.
And now you have a new
you're gonna see
personal
progress.
assistant. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm excited for
I
you.
can
on
make
that.
plans. I can, and we're talking
Yeah,
about.
we did the.
Hey, we did just random questions. Hey, did humans live with the dinosaurs at the same time? You said yes, so I have some information in my head.
I am all right. By the way, everyone, I thought dinosaurs and humans coexisted. I was wrong.
Yeah, and I knew that they didn't coexist together.
Fucking knew.
And I said, how about we find out, right away? Bang. So I said, Mom, what a good
so
thing
powerful.
is this?
And
even before Google, let's say 40 years ago, you gotta go to the library, I don't know, to
Right.
find, it was, bro.
It's so much.
And right now it's just,
you literally
really,
ask it thinks for a second and responds. We even, we're planning a trip to Kilimanjaro, and we're just like, we asked GPT.
Let's hope.
Yeah,
let's hope for you.
Oh yeah, so exactly.
I'm just praying.
We're doing it. No,
Finger
it's
crossed.
Just a matter of when.
I know.
But even just
Everything by the
asking
book.
ChatGPT, it just gave us like the pricing, different packages, options. For
Companies,
it's like, it's really powerful stuff. So you said you're not in tech, but you have a growth mindset, which I really appreciate about you. You learned about crypto. You made some investments. You're learning about stocks. You're learning about ChatGPT and technology.
Economy generally, because it's very interesting. We didn't, I'm coming from a former communist country, right? It's a totally different system, right? It's a young country, I would say. United States has a lot of years of capitalism, and all this system, which is, I'm telling you right now, is not perfect, but it's the best in the world. That's how I see it.
I agree. I agree. There's things we got to fix. But like we said, the people
Every
who
country has
complain,
problems.
if everyone's saying they hate it and they want to leave, then they should leave.
There's
the door.
There is a fence you can jump over. I'm telling you, people usually they don't leave from a good place. Usually they don't leave from a good place. If somebody's leaving from somewhere, there is a reason why.
Right.
For example, let's take Cuba, right? People are leaving desperate, leaving and running from there. Why? Ask yourself why, if it's so good on the books and so on. It's a different country. I don't know, North Korea, for example. It's I don't want to get too political,
but it's true. I mean,
it's nobody is dying to go. Just visiting, it's one thing, but to move there, to live there, it's
I actually was thinking about moving to North Korea next year. Actually.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, you want to join me?
Hey, why not? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. How about you do it for a couple of weeks first and tell me how it goes?
And I'll be like, Alex, can you come pick me up? I'm actually detained.
Yeah, for what? He just
I don't even know, bro. I smoked weed. Yeah, exactly. So, okay, what were we talking about? There's the growth mindset. There we go.
The growth mindset. You tell me more about how do you see the growth mindset? Because I know what you're saying, but maybe the perception is, growth mindset. I have no choice, honestly.
Yeah.
And I don't want to close mindset. It's a mistake to do that in this day and age. That's what changed me. We all change. I mean, definitely nobody's going to be like at 40 years old when you are like how you was at 21.
Right.
If you're the same guy, that's a big problem.
Yeah, exactly. Then you just got stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
But no, there's a good, even like, I think a lot of people, even in the construction industry or like blue collar work, they're often just stuck in their ways. They do things old fashioned. Like, I want to build my hands, and like they don't want to know about fucking tech or crypto. So I think it's unique.
That's interesting.
That you're like actually just embracing all this stuff. And you know what? It's smart because it's never good to just have all your eggs in one basket.
Absolutely.
I would like to learn about your industry and like have different skill sets so that no matter what, you always got new opportunities in life.
Absolutely, bro. There is a guy that I'm following on. Can we say names here?
Yeah, drop names.
So there's a guy I like, Justin Waller. He's in construction too. Maybe you know him. You look it up. I'll send the link to you. He's in construction too. Has big hiring. He was the same to work for somebody. Then he opened his thing. So on. Right now he's a big influencer. But
cool.
He's just and I really find myself in in a bunch of stuff that he's saying. It
resonates deeply.
It resonates with me. Same construction. It doesn't matter. But look, it's I respect everybody who works hard. And a lot of blue collars. Okay, they don't have to be philosophers or but he's doing it. He's putting food on the table, right? It's,
right.
For me,
doing
this
is
it's all respect. Sometimes I even when I see when I see, let's say, some really tired guys, you can see they work the whole day in sun or anything like that.
Yeah, they're like,
and they at the gas station buying a 6-pack of beer.
It's like, you deserve that moment.
I'm getting that, brother.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, sometimes just when I feel it, that's it.
You're like, they worked hard.
But when I see a couple people, at the restaurant, again, you can see people who are, how to say, they doing okay in life probably, but you can see that they really working hard.
Right.
Hey guys, that meal is on me. And we're not talking about a lot of money. We're talking about maybe $20-$30 the whole. We're talking about I don't know, Spanish place that they're eating out, a Colombian restaurant,
Right.
Nothing
That's
crazy.
tough.
So for me, this is for me first, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So, all the respect for these guys. If somebody, absolutely, because I don't mind having this business and then doing something on the side.
Right.
Crypto is totally different. It's with the laptop, how we did today. Just going to a
Yeah.
coffee shop, everything was perfect,
Except for the loud people. We did ask ChatGPT. When we said, what's a nice way to tell someone to shut the fuck up? Because everything was great about this place. There was nice music. I mean, except for they didn't know how to make a green tea, which is odd. But he brought out a cold drink for me. I said, I wanted just a hot tea. He goes back. 5 minutes later, he comes back out with the same cold drink. He's like, we couldn't make the tea. I said, what's the problem here? And then the lady was just so loud, like screaming in the back. I'm like, ChatGPT didn't have much advice.
I mean, it was pretty loud, so I hope they heard.
Yeah, no, actually, that was a joke because Alex was doing the voice ChatGPT. So he said, I think that is the way to tell someone to be quiet, is go on ChatGPT. What's the best way to tell someone to shut the fuck up? And then ChatGPT is like, well, you could say
something nice.
But at the end of the day, you just want them to hear that you're having that conversation.
We're not going to say the name of that coffee
shop. No, exactly. But
I tell you what, because it's just a bunch of competition around. You're not the only coffee shop there.
We're not going to ever go back.
So if I would be manager or the owner of that shop, and I would see something like that, this is really from the business perspective. This is really bad, bro.
Yes.
And I would see, listen, you do what I'm telling you, how to behave, or you're out. Because she started to yell on the phone with somebody. I don't know if she was talking to somebody, right? Hey, do you leave your problems home or before you come to work with anything like that? I understand. The thing is that some people they don't even realize that they're making a problem.
They're lacking self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
So I think as a leader and a business owner, you could actually help people develop and grow.
It's very important. I was back in my country, and it's a totally different market there. And a lot of stuff that you can see here that people, for example, are coming, go in a mall. Let's say in the mall, or in a coffee shop. People are smiling and I ask, how can I help you? It's not so common back in my country.
Right.
It's really...
Wow. Man, and everyone's been so nice.
Dude, you don't want my money. I want to buy something from you. Why looking at your phone? Why so easy?
Exactly.
So it's it's interesting perspective when you make the parallel between these two worlds. So
100%, dude.
Bro, if I'm deviating from the subject, you gotta stop.
No, that's what
I have many exits.
No, don't worry. This is what I think I do a good job of many exits. As a podcast host, we gotta deviate. You gotta go with the flow. But I bring us back on track.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hard work.
And we're gonna make a Christmas tree.
I'm ready to make the Christmas tree with tinsel. So hard work. I mean, listen, you and I we had the best fucking few days ever, but we worked so hard. We didn't just go have fun and leave our whole life behind.
No, yeah.
We worked hard
during
each
the
day,
yeah.
And then we went and had the fun was so much more fun because we felt accomplished and we're still
we
moving
deserve
we deserve
we
this.
deserve that. We deserve that.
We deserve a pina colada in the fucking ocean.
And the dinner, for example, we're busy. Okay, in the morning, right, and it's all good. I'll see you at lunch or I'll see you in the evening. But I like that we're being productive. We as men. We like to conquer, to accomplish, to do my. I'm happy, for example, when all my to-do lists for today.
You check them off, yeah. I get stressed out if I am having too much fun for too long. I need to make sure I don't let things slip or fall behind because as an entrepreneur, if you don't do the shit, you're not getting money. It's that simple.
Yeah, and money for me is a tool. It opens a lot of doors, as I said before.
Absolutely.
And it's not everything. I just don't like people. I know a couple of people, 7, 8 years old people, they sleeping on money, okay? They millionaires, cool. Kids not visiting them, grandkids the same. What's the point? He's not happy.
Exactly. At the end of the day, all right, at the end of the day, it's about the people in your life, your health, and your freedom. That's what's the most important. And freedom, money ties into helping make you more free.
Absolutely.
But as long as you have... I could be dirt poor, but have the best people around because I am very grateful and have amazing people in my life, and you being one of them.
Thank
you.
So
that is more important.
I was wondering actually.
You're like, Ben, am I one of them? I have so many other amazing people. You're just okay, you're fine.
Yeah, get in there.
Get in there. Yeah. No, I pulled you into my inner circle. There's no way out now. You're stuck, motherfucker.
Cool, bro. You know what I like that we don't. I'm not. I got to a moment in my life for a few years. That's what I'm not forcing any relationships.
Absolutely.
Just let it flow, bro. If it's meant, to happen, it's good. If not. cannot, and you know,
Let it
goes
fizzle
perfect.
away.
Yeah, it goes.
I've
perfect.
had friends who I've considered very close friends for over 10 years, and I don't really talk to some of them anymore. I kind of
Not everybody's meant to be in your life forever.
Exactly.
Probably,
Some people are meant to be in your life for a certain amount of time, and you got to be okay with that. I know so many people who keep shitty people in their lives because they were kids together. We grew up together.
I wouldn't rely on that anymore. Not, maybe I used to be like that because we've been, you know, we had, you know, childhood, you know, friends and so on. Not anymore. And I'm telling you, even in real life, you cannot. Not too many people are having a partnership in business, for example, with somebody from childhood. No, you find them in life somehow. Right. It was not with your buddy, with your partner.
Frank,
It was not in childhood. Right?
No, I met him later in life, but he's one of the closest people to me in my life, in business, and just like he's like family now. So like. It actually is later in life for a lot of the key ones.
Yeah, you cannot force. By the way, regarding the American dream, I think it changed. It's not to have a house, but it's not a big deal to have a house these days. You know, it's still mortgage and so on. But I think one of the freedoms is to do what you want with who you want, when you want.
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Dream. But it's spread around the world. I don't think it's only in the United States anymore. You know, there is people working from Bali, a beach on the Bali somewhere in a coffee shop, and they're working maybe for an American company or something. You know, so anything.
No, you're totally right about that. Like you said, it's the people, and this is actually one of the reasons I started this podcast is to talk to people like you about how you are living that version of let's call it the American dream, but do what you want when you want with the people you want, because that is more important than anything. Like as the last few days, I've really it reminded me, it was very refreshing and reminded me that joy that we felt, and like we've been on cloud nine, like multiple, like so much joy and happiness, and those feelings, that is actually really all that matters in life. If you just get more of those feelings, that's a fulfilling life to me.
Absolutely.
So like, what can you do to get yourself more of those feelings, whether that's like figuring out a strategic way to like work less hours by setting up systems, shit like that, whatever that is, but just get the end goal of having more of those moments. Because dude, I've been feeling so happy.
Yo, thank you. Yeah, me too, bro. And it's been
and people are seeing that and gravitating towards us, right?
We had a great energy because where we touched, right, it just was bright.
Exactly. And people felt like the manifestation. People were coming in and like we were making all these new friends, and everyone wanted to talk to us. People were like, "What?" Like we were just radiating joy, and we were putting that out in the world, and it was coming back.
It doesn't matter where it's on the beach or at the concert or anywhere, you know. So which is great, you know. And I tell you what, I cannot do this with anybody.
Right. Exactly.
You see how much we spoke all this day, like I don't know, more than. Girls, can I say girls?
Yeah, exactly. We spoke, 100%, except for when we were eating. That's the only time we shut the fuck up is when we're eating. And
we're eating it so quiet.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden we're like, wait, where is it? Where's that volume again? But yeah, dude, we've been talking too much, and that's why our voices are gone. But I love it.
You know, it's really just hey man, about anything and everything. So it's a great feeling to have somebody, you know, that you can share. I'm feeling very, you know, open with. I'm feeling comfortable, you know, sharing, you know, my story, what thoughts I have. Cannot talk to just anybody. Hey, actually, I have something to tell you. You gotta get to that level.
Exactly, you can, bro. Yeah, because I talked to you about like some things went down in my business the other day. They're not kind of bad news, but you're there for me. I said, and this is about resilience, you know, thing. You get knocked down in life, you know, you get punched, you got to just dust it off and get back up, get in the ring. But like you were there, I said, I'm heading back early. I'm going to have a beer. You said, you better make that 2 beers. I'll be home soon, Frankie. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You got so quickly over, you know, just bang, bang. And that night in a few hours, he was out of your head, you know.
Yeah, thank you, bro. You got to move before you don't get hung up on things because life's too short. I was thinking, I'm out here. We're having the best time. I can let this just like ruin the next couple of days, or I could just have the time of my life and just figure out a solution.
I understand it's negative energy. I do understand, but it's something that have to, because this is not the first one that you're gonna lose.
I've failed a bunch in the past too. I've gotten tougher and I've gotten better at snapping out and getting back in the zone. You know, you feel the emotions a little bit, but then you don't get stuck in it. You move.
Yeah.
I heard an analogy once. You know, if this is like you're going camping, you go and you could sit by the campfire a little bit and bask in the feelings, but don't pitch a tent. Don't sleep there for the night. You know, you do what you got to do to keep moving on.
Absolutely.
So, And I was able. You were there for me, and that's what true brotherhood and friendship is.
Absolutely,
it's just
absolutely. I told you my opinion because I had to to show how I'm seeing this thing because I've lost some jobs too. Like I really wanted so hard those jobs.
Right,
and especially when you don't have work, where it is scarce, when the business was not going so well. You really need that money, for example. And man, I'm taking it. It was not meant to be mine. Because even right now, I'm not taking every job. I know I have a good personality. Whatever, when I have the appointment with the client, I'm taking 80% of the jobs. Right. Based on presentation, trust, what you can do, reviews. That's important. But I need to meet on the phone. I'm not so good. I have to meet with the client. That's
important, Ron. Especially because what you're doing is you're local, so it doesn't. You can make that happen, and that's a special touch that I think a lot of people are like. Let's just jump on a Zoom. It's like, no, dude, just go meet up.
Like abracadabra.
Abracadabra. You touch their brain. Okay, I'll take the job. I'll do it.
I'm still learning some American slangs, man. Special touch, would anything.
Oh yeah. Well,
you have a lot.
Wasn't there one that Dweeb? You learned Dweeb.
I learned Dweeb.
He never heard the word Dweeb before. And I was like, bro, Dweeb. It's kind of like nerd or geek. But then we just started calling everyone dweebs.
Yeah, hey, a bunch of dweebs.
A bunch of dweebs over there. It's just funny to use those childlike terms.
So, what was another word was the other day? Bougie.
Bougie, yeah.
So I didn't know. So bougie from what? Because they were calling me, you look like a bougie. I said, what's a bougie?
What the fuck is a bougie?
It's from bourgeoisie, Oh, hell yeah, I'm a bougie. I'm not a commie for sure.
You're like, I can definitely get behind that
I can get it with that. I'm very comfortable being a bougie. Yeah, so in a good way, whatever what that means.
Well, speaking of being bougie, and by speaking of being bougie, I mean, on a totally other note, you run 50 miles sometimes. All right. That was a bad segue. You see that? I was speaking of being bougie.
It's been a couple.
Let's talk about something completely different.
Really, out of the track.
Exactly. We're running off the track.
It's been a couple of years that I run.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, but I'm bringing it back to the growth and the new things. Yeah. So you fucking run not marathons. You run double marathons, bro.
Bro, that's the.
What the fuck is that crazy? How do your nipples bleed?
Man, even my eyebrows were hurting.
What the?
Even my eyebrows were hurting, bro. It was very, very. But I tell you what.
Tell us about it. I want to hear everything about that. So your inspiration, why did you do it? What was the training?
I did it. First of all, I did it first time. It was in 2000, before the pandemic.
How many miles?
Georgia. I was in Georgia.
How many miles?
And I did 50K.
50K.
And I thought, it was. I'm gonna try it. And I was training, but again, it was hard. I thought it was going to be running only, man, but it was in the mountain, going, through a river with a rope, water until here. You got to pass the river. Yeah. And just at one moment, it was literally climbing on the rocks. I said, what kind of marathon is this?
You're like, what the fuck is this?
Anyway, I finished it. It is really, at one moment, I was having hallucinations, because of the
crazy, dude.
Then, a couple of years ago, I went to... It's like a couple hours from here on the other side after Orlando. I forgot the beach, Cocoa Beach.
Okay.
Okay, so I did the 50 miles because the next one I want to try it's 100K or 100 miles.
Bro, when does it end? When does it end? How many miles are you gonna go?
Everything is here. It doesn't. When you listen to people like David Goggins or a bunch of these days YouTube is really like do not have limits. Everything it's a lot, and really this is what happened. The 50 miles is really it's hard. If you're not prepared, it's not a piece of cake. But. At the end, let's say the past 10 miles, I needed new legs. I literally needed new legs. Because it was, I'm talking about when I took, everything was blood,
it was bleeding?
It was bleeding, absolutely, yeah. Because it's the thing is that you're numb,
Yeah, so you don't even feel the pain.
I did it and I tell you what, the last 5 miles, I just said, man, anyway, you don't feel the legs. Just go for it.
You're like, you already know.
So it just bang, bang, and I just passed a bunch of people at that, and that's how I got the 4th place. I finished,
Fourth place? Out of how many people?
About 100 people.
You're a legend, bro.
Yeah, I'm for myself. Yeah, when I look in the mirror, especially, you're a legend.
Yeah, you're a legend, motherfucker. Affirmation, legend.
So
bro,
it was first of all, it was for me. It's can you do this? And it's really mental toughness.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
At the end, I'm telling you, I thought I'm gonna die. Man, I'm gonna call a cab now. We cannot do that because I was thinking, hey man, imagine what you believe in. Imagine your parents waits for you at the end, your family, kids, whatever you have. Jesus Christ, if you're Christian and you, anything, you know, that gives you power, you know. But I'm so happy. I did it in 10 hours.
10 hours
8 minutes and 45 seconds.
Bro, that's crazy. That's more than a full night's sleep. So wait, all right, okay. But everything has a why. There's a why behind. If you do some crazy shit like that, you got to have a strong why. Like, why did you think I'm going to go run 50K and not just like I'm going to run a marathon? Because normally people who want to push themselves, they're like, okay, let's run a marathon. Why did you think I want to do double that?
I never run a marathon actually. I run 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons, and ultramarathons. But no, the normal marathon. The marathon is 26.2 miles. You know, the one marathon, one normal marathon. I didn't, and I was planning this year to do. You know, especially now that you know, I went to Europe. I was planning there, but it didn't happen. It's okay. By the end of the year, I have a plan to try, you know, at least 1 or 2 marathons. You know, we have a bunch.
So why 50K?
Because that was the next step.
Some might argue the next step would be a marathon, bro.
I want to have. I tell you what, when you're gonna be 90 years old, you're not gonna be able to run that, but you're gonna be proud that I did it when I was young. You know,
right?
It's a lot of stuff that you're thinking, man. Do not do, you know, do stuff that you're not gonna.
You just want no regrets.
No regrets. Absolutely.
You just want to be happy, and I feel confident that I will not have regrets. I'm pretty much going after everything I want in life.
You're free. You're free. That's how we have a bunch in common. We are kind of free spirits. You know, we want to try this, and it took me a while to get to this point. You know, where I'm really free. Really, what's gonna happen? Because I'm thinking this way. Hey, what's happening if you're gonna try? You're gonna die? No. Okay, then try it.
But what if you do die? If you do 100K? Isn't there like health risks?
Man,
like what about actual like real physical risks?
There is, because you know it damaged my. You know, I had to suffer for a week. Let's say after that recovering process and so on, which means I had to train more for 100 miles. I'm gonna need a team to support me, to weigh me in special places because you're still eating. You gotta feed. It's a lot, bro. It's not a joke. It's not. It's really not a joke. You know,
crazy.
It's not 5K. That it's okay. It's just.
Yeah, I drank a couple beers and ran a 5K in London.
Yeah, so it's I'm happy that I tried. I have it, you know, for myself. It's
fantastic, bro. That is literally so epic, dude. I mean, like I might overuse the word epic, but that is in the truest sense of the word. That's epic accomplishment.
It is. Thank you.
Yeah, bro.
It's been a challenge. I'm not saying no, but I did it, and we'll see. We'll see in the future because.
When you do the 100K, I will fly out wherever it is, and I'll be one of the guys who feeds you. I'll make you a nice sandwich.
Maybe we're gonna do it here in the United States or somewhere in Europe. It doesn't. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of because you're sweating. The body's really.
You need protein.
You need but nuts and berries, bananas. You know, sandwiches with the
jelly. I'm gonna give you like
peanut butter.
I'm gonna give you a brownie, and you're gonna eat it. We're gonna be running. Then you're gonna be like, wait, that was a weed brownie.
Oh man, it's gonna screw up with me, I guess. But it's good. And I'm telling you what, a lot of business millionaires actually, you know, they doing something very out of the water. It's not 5K, it's 50K. It's something with a lot of resistance.
Extraordinary.
Yeah. Most you'll see if you're gonna, you know, talk to that lady. What's her name? ChatGPT? Yeah.
Oh, Juniper. Yeah, your girlfriend Juniper.
Yeah. So if you talk, you'll see that most of them they do not necessarily running, maybe bicycle, maybe triathlon, maybe Ironman.
I know someone who like rode a bicycle across the country, like they stayed at campsites and they rode a bike. I'm like, I want to do something epic like that too.
Look, when I'm looking 50 miles, is not so much comparing to what other competitions are, races are out there. I tell you what, it's 200 miles, 300 miles.
There's 300-mile races?
What
are they running for like 40 hours? What the
more every day? It's crazy. I'm gonna send you maybe something on YouTube.
That is wild. Yeah, please do. That's insane.
It is, and so it's.
Speaking of other crazy things, dude, you're also a professional dancer at one point. What? Talk about.
I tell you what. When I was in Chicago, I used to have a few people that our traditional dances. You know.
Well, I don't actually. I'm not familiar. Can you show us now?
Yeah, really sure. Yeah.
Come on, get on the camera. Do it so you can see. Here,
right here?
Yeah,
right here. Okay, yeah.
Come on.
So 1, 2. I don't know. There is no music, you know. But man, it was here first of all. You know, it was for because it's emotional, So
Right.
we did
It's artistic. It's creative outlet.
Yeah, we did. I was because I learned it from YouTube. I was just looking how
Oh, really?
other
You just
people-
learned YouTube? You
bro.
lessons or anything?
No. Lessons. I mean, we dance back in our country, but it's dancing. It's how to say. I'm trying to for the your listeners to understand,
Right.
because it's not something everybody dances there. This kind of dances. It's like
It's like this-
bachata for where it's coming from. It's like salsa for
salsa,
Cubans.
yeah.
You grow up with this.
Right.
So it's nothing.
like
It's
in
just
your blood.
when I look at the YouTube, I just saw other.
You tighten up your form.
Yeah, you
learn some
gotta
tips.
make it with the costumes, So it was a good thing that I'm happy that I did that, and I love you learn because here's the
Where
thing.
did you dance? Like what event? Like
And,
weddings?
at the
Like-
churches,
churches?
at the different kind of weddings we had, they invited us because it's for us, it's very, traditional. And my point was because a lot of our people, they really don't dance, they know how to dance, all this kind of disco music, not disco, but
Right,
the
like
dance club,
EDM,
whatever,
EDM, like
yeah,
electronic.
but you don't know yours. No,
Right.
just know yours.
just-
That was my dream for the community back there in Chicago, to know how to at least the basic steps of. That was my dream. I think I don't know what's happening now there, anymore.
Well, they
but-
lost a good dancer when you moved here, bro. They lost the best dancer in the land. They
But
probably just canceled dancing altogether after you left.
Yeah. I have to get maybe, and I tell you what, dancing, it's like music. It's like a different language,
right.
and it's really a great thing,
I actually love dancing. I don't really know how to do it any special way. I just like just moving my body in a way that feels good.
Yeah, but have you tried, for example, try everything and see what's for you and what you like. Have you
Right.
tried salsa, for
No,
example?
I haven't,
How
and I
about
would like
tango?
to.
How about have I said salsa? How
Yeah,
about
so I think I want to try salsa.
how about some the rock and roll? The 50s, 60s
I
rock and roll.
did
for
I did
example.
a certain type of dancing yesterday in that mosh pit where I
Yeah,
just
well, that's the
punch
thing,
it
man.
and-
But everything hurts. now.
Everything,
and,
but we
and,
did
my,
the-
and my calves.
We both did a cold plunge today, 40 degrees, 3 minutes. We both pushed each other and we didn't give up, and we sat in there and we did it. Meditated and we just went through it and we breathed. So my body's feeling so much better after
Absolutely,
that cold
man.
plunge.
It was a good call, actually.
That's a
Good
really
man.
good. Every time after a metal show, cold plunge. That's like the
Absolutely.
best thing to do.
And I'm gonna make a membership there, so that's gonna be my spot. I'm so happy that I found it. I
Yeah,
found a lot
great.
of good spots with you. Man.
Exactly. We always
You have
find the best
something.
spots together. And you
Yeah.
said, and then earlier
You do have something, man. You always find the best restaurants here. Yeah, Alex, look at me, let's rock, because I trust you so much
I
better
found
than
the
me.
metal show last night. That's why my first business that I ever created was called Fun Finders. That I literally started businesses by helping people find
Man,
fun
it
things.
defines you, this name.
Fun Finders. Yeah, exactly. I'll get a Fun Finders tattoo one day. I want to bring that business back. I do talk about, like, maybe down the line when I was sitting on a large pile of cash. And I
Yeah.
can just have a little passion project.
Pile of
I'll bring
cash.
Fun Finders.
A block of
A
cash.
block of cash. A house full of cash. A castle of cash. Cash Castle.
Yeah, that's better.
That's it.
That's the name. Yeah.
The Cash Castle. That's going to be the name of this podcast episode, dude. Cash Castle.
Cash Castle.
You like that?
With the best tattoos. You had a bunch of compliments regarding your tattoos, and and they're really great, man. It was just you make me to think to. I told you because I'm gonna do
Right,
probably
you
a
should
tattoo
get
here, one here, something like.
And then we could get a matching
something cool.
tattoo. One day if you get tattoos, we'll get a matching one on our leg. You know what it's going to be? A cherry. Another one. Another one. We had so many
man.
cherries on the cake. What did they say?
But
Cherry on top. Just everything kept getting better and better over
Yeah.
this weekend. So we're just
Another
like,
good
another
meal,
one.
another good restaurant,
So we
another
got-
good spot, something is happening, and
Something's good. Another new friend.
We just how to say, we borrowed this from DJ Khaled,
Another one. So we'll get some cherry tattoos.
Man.
But yeah, man, the tattoos. I love tattoo culture. I just love having tattoos. Like it hurts like a motherfucker. To
It
get
hurts,
it.
yeah. By the way, it hurts
Bad,
yeah,
badly. And anyone who's like, oh, it doesn't hurt that
Well,
bad.
this is small scars.
Yeah,
this is small
they're
scars,
pierced.
basically,
And
right?
also, this style, it's American traditional style, which is honestly
Really?
the most painful because they do thick outlines, then they shade it with black, and then
Wow.
they put color. So that's like three
Really?
times over the same spot. So
Wow.
American
And the
traditional.
same day, or you gotta come?
Sometimes, like this one was one day. This one was 2 sessions.
Ah, okay. No,
So,
I thought
but
this has to dry
Amanda's
and to
pretty
heal, and then it's going to be something on the top.
No, but if she can, like, she'll do it in one day if she can.
Okay,
Amanda Graney from
If it-
Iron Flag Tattoo, check her out. She does all my traditional work, and she's fucking incredible. So shout out to Amanda Graney. But yeah, we're getting a lot of compliments, dude. People are feeling
Yeah,
our
they are
bodacious
feeling-
vibes.
but we're just
bro.
being us. We're just being
we're
ourselves,
not trying
you know,
anything.
just-
We're not
yeah.
like looking for attention. We just happen to be
it's
getting
been a
it.
great. It's gonna be hard to beat this vacation. I'm telling you.
Honestly, it's just been so perfect.
Yeah.
But you know what? Just like the 50K, we're
Even
gonna have to
better.
figure out what the
Even
100K
better.
is
Yeah,
of this
yeah.
vacation.
Even better. I have to train for that, bro, because it's not, again, as I've said, you know, you gotta be very considerate. You have a lifestyle, you know, what you're eating. So it's you know, but you saw we tried. We went for a run the other day, you know.
Yeah, we did go for a run on the.
I showed you. You see how it is. It's very cool. Again,
Yeah.
I'm in love with Florida and everything. It's so.
So
it just
happy for you, bro.
it just again. For so many years already, I'm driving through on that street on West Shore, you know, and I'm still not tired to see all the beauty, the trees.
You're
and,
like, oh yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it
I like the
looks
palm
great,
trees.
you know,
It's a
so
good vibe.
yeah, so it's it's a good feeling. It feels like home.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
bro. That's the best you could ask for.
Absolutely.
All right, so I got a few more things. We got about like a couple more minutes, and we'll wrap this thing up.
Absolutely,
But
bro.
you know, real quick, we don't need to dive deep into crypto, but I would like to hear kind of what your crypto journeys, because I know you got into. That's how we met. That's what brought us together. So like, how did you start learning about it? Like, what inspired you to start thinking about like this
I tell
other
you, it
ways
was,
to make some money?
yeah, after the second, after the pandemic, right? I mean, after the pandemic, it was, you know, I just, you know, because I knew about crypto since 2000, I heard about it since 2015, 16, but I didn't pay too much attention, right? When Ethereum was $6, for example.
Yeah, I had buddies telling me to get Bitcoin back in like 2012 when it was like a couple.
I
bucks,
didn't.
dude. I just thought they were scamming. It sounded like bullshit. So I was like,
Yeah,
and
that's okay. All the new
those people-
industries probably are like
exactly.
that.
It was like those people that just like talk about something too much that turns you off. Like people make fun of, and I mean, like the vegan community, the CrossFit community, they're like famously known for always talking about the thing, like you should go vegan, dude. You should. It's like that's what Bitcoin.
I have no
thought it was one
idea
of those
about-
things.
okay.
I thought I'm like you're talking about this so much that it's actually turning me off. But I lost by not
Nobody-
listening to them.
Nobody,
because
I know, but nobody knows, and that's why it's good to be open-minded. How? Because you don't know what you don't know.
How can you fucking
Are you
know?
gonna? Yeah. So find out. See. Okay.
brand
No.
new.
You're gonna decide it's garbage or no, but you don't know. We cannot have
At
an
least look
opinion
into
about
it.
something that you don't know.
Right. At least do the research.
So I'm again. There is a bunch of people who are not in. Most people are not in. Most people still think it's a scam. Okay, by all means.
Yeah.
I think this is the future of the financial world.
I
you know.
agree.
It's
I
gonna
agree.
get
International trading,
yeah,
international
it is.
economy.
Imagine what's gonna be in
they
10
got
and 20
ETFs,
years from now.
like the SEC approved ETFs for Ethereum and Bitcoin. Like Miami is like using it one of these countries actually made it like their official tender for the country. Like these are
well, Salvador.
Salvador,
man.
So
This
exactly.
man,
So like, how
yeah.
could you say it's a scam? Like the government and the world is changing and adapting this.
I'm not trying to convince anybody. By
Right.
all means, you
I
can,
just, tell
you know,
people to pay
you
attention.
believe what you want. You know, it's just very, you know, it's very sad. It's not about only making money, but you gotta have to be updated at the world that
know
we
what's
live in
happening.
right now.
Yeah, like because even just sending money overseas, like conversion rates, things like that.
Exactly.
Bitcoin, there's no conversion.
The
rate.
future
It's-
is great, man. I have somebody that I'm following. It's very nice. He always is saying the future looks bright. I'm not saying nobody's saying it's gonna be easy, but it looks bright.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
so-
you still got to put in the work, the research, the time,
Absolutely.
the money.
Absolutely. And I went to a meetup, you know, and about crypto. This is how somebody.
That's
just-
great. Everyone
somebody,
listening should go to meetups. That's where you learn the most about
It's a lot.
it.
You find
hear what
cool
people.
people.
Yeah. Because you can do all the research you want on your
Yeah.
own. I find the best way to learn anything is to get in a network of people
Ah,
and
man, this
hear
is the
what they're
most
talking
important.
about. That's
This
what
is one of the most important things in life,
This is, where,
generally.
this is where I learn all my stuff about AI. We host events, so I could go there and like, what are you building? What are you building? That's how you know for sure. You could and you research also,
Absolutely,
but
yeah.
that's the way. So I'm glad you go to those.
Yeah,
things.
absolutely. I went first time. That's when we actually the second meetup. It was the time where I invested my $100 in Bitcoin just to introduce me
What
to
was
a
the price
wallet.
of Bitcoin at that?
It was the beginning of the bull run in 2021.
Okay, so it was
So
what,
it
like
was
17,000.
in February of 2021. You gotta look it up.
Yeah,
And
we'll look it up.
It's something.
I bet Juniper would know.
We're gonna ask for sure. Yeah. But my phone is charging now. But what was it? So again, and then I started to do research. It's important that people to me, general, not about crypto only, because
Right,
our
all
buddy
different
Dean, for
perspectives.
example, he introduced me to NFT. That's what I met then actually.
Yeah.
That's how we met with
And that's how you met me.
And that's yeah. So it's again, let it play. Let
Exactly.
its
Go with the
course.
flow of
Go
life.
with the flow, exactly. So Dean introduced me in NFT and taught me about regarding that specific niche.
Right.
But it's a lot of, right now I'm very comfortable doing a lot of, it's still a lot. It's a lot. The
It's a
more
lot.
I did the research, the more
The
I
more questions
realized.
you have, right?
how much I don't know.
Exactly.
It's crazy, and it's growing, and it's you gotta be careful though, because I lost a lot
There
of
are
money.
scams.
I
I just recently got scammed. My MetaMask wallet just got hacked, and fucking I lost all of my NFTs that had value to them. So a couple $1,000s worth. I mean, there was like 20 NFTs, and that's not only just digital assets that have money behind them, but also that's my art. It's like my art collection. So that actually hurt more than, okay, I lost a couple $1,000s. Fuck it. It's more that like I admire my art, and one day when I have my big house that I dream of, I want to have screens and displays around my house with my digital art, with some physical art.
Absolutely.
So like I just was more upset that I lost art. But my point is, it's very easy to get scammed. There are a bunch of bad actors.
So creative these days.
They're so
WhatsApp, checks, emails,
Yeah.
even calling. It's a lot of garbage. And for me, again, it's I'm being very careful. Dean taught me how to do some MVP.
Right. Cold wallets. There's a lot
Absolutely.
of protocols that you got to follow.
Yeah, but just be careful. Again, it's good to be diverse in your investments too. Not
And also
to be,
only put in what you're willing to lose. As a people, I know someone the other
people
day
they take in loans.
Yeah,
they take
I'm
in
like,
life
what the fuck are you
savings. A
doing?
lot of people last Bull Run, they lost. We're talking about hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, bro, just because they got a loan and invested in them, and then it went down. If you don't understand, how about to try it first? It's like with everything.
I know there's someone that recently was like, I have no money to my name. My Solana wallet got hacked. I'm like,
I got divorced with my wife because
Yeah, I'm like,
he invested something.
Why did your crypto wallet getting hacked make you broke now? You
Right.
should have just had you over allocated.
Because people are greedy generally. Okay, they do. Oh, that's it. I'm gonna put 10,000. I'm gonna get 100K. It's not you're gonna get it. Maybe not. It depends.
Yeah, or you might lose it. It might go
And
to
I
zero.
tell you what I don't like about the crypto is you don't work hard. It's just maybe somebody got
luck.
it's luck. And I tell you, last bull run, there is people in
These
Miami
NFT
throwing parties for $50,000 or $60,000 in a club in Miami, spend a night, and he had a Ferrari or whatever because he just showed
I
10K
know, and it kinda
on a
sucks
coin
when-
and it
when
made
guys
it.
like
But
us
you're still a
work-
loser
we worked-
by
yeah,
definition.
he's still a fucking loser, and
didn't,
when he loses all that money, he's not going to know
this
how to
is what
make
happened
it.
after.
Yeah, then they don't know how to
The
make
bull
money.
run ended, and most of them they lost the money, and they got back to some garbage jobs.
Yeah, exactly, because
So-
you didn't invest that money, right?
So it's very important to not be arrogant. Maybe if you got the lesson, it's good because I got the lesson
Yeah,
too.
I got the
was
lesson
not, but I
too, bro.
just invested, and
Well,
I
when
still
when
have
I
coins that I invested back then, and I just didn't sell them.
Yeah, exactly. When I invested in
I'm okay
balls,
actually with that.
Yeah. When balls was the first crypto that actually
BALLZ.
with S actually.
With
so it's
that,
just straight up.
because right
balls.
now there's another one with Z at the end.
Well, hopefully. Listen, I put in $1,000. This is my first ever crypto investment. My buddy told me about it because he was on the team. So he's like, "Yo, get in the pre-sale. I'm working with this guy. Everything he touches turns to gold." So I put in $1,000, dude. 'Cause I was like, yeah, at least my buddy's part of the team, so I trust that more than anything else. Fucking turned into $225,000 over a month, bro.
I don't want to hear more of it. That's it,
Bro.
You didn't take any
I
profit.
sold it. No, I didn't sell it. No. I meant to say I didn't sell it. I sold exactly $2,000 worth. So technically I made $1,000, but I lost $220,000.
Technically you was rich for a while.
Yeah, no, honestly.
You gotta press the button, the press button.
One of the things that did
sell.
for me, it got me like confident. Like I walked around feeling like I was a millionaire, And I was like, I started getting in the mindset, the millionaire mindset.
It humbled you later.
It humbled me, then I fucking lost. But you know what? I wasn't ready to have the money at that point in my life.
Absolutely.
Everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely. Maybe
I
you
had to
have
learn
a
that
nice
lesson.
car and you will have an accident. I don't know. Anything.
Exactly.
There is
That wasn't the
infinite.
time.
That's like in quantum physics, right?
Yeah.
It's infinite scenarios what could happen, right? So just
be happy with the way it played
and-
out because we're still here, we're still breathing.
Exactly. The next time is going to be 2 million, let's say. So just get the lesson, and you're going to be more, how to say, you made
Strategic.
strategic.
Yeah.
You're gonna know already what to. Because I tell you what, I mean, we're okay. Let's say dealing, with $1 million right now. But I'm not. If somebody's gonna give me $100 million, I really don't know what to do because I'm not prepared. I didn't get to that level.
Right. You didn't build up to it.
Exactly.
I started creating like a life plan for like when I get my big wealth. What am I going to do with it? And a lot of it is about giving people jobs and hiring and helping people.
Absolutely.
Like, support my family.
What I want to do is I like philanthropy. I like to to make donations. Help
You can make a
people,
real
really.
difference. That's the freedom money gives you too. You can actually help more people. That's really why I like the money. I'm not just one of those guys like I want to get the money so I can get my Lambo, my yacht. I just want to have the money so I can help more fucking people. Like,
and that's why I like the everyday millionaire. You know that terminology, everyday millionaire.
I haven't really
You
heard
look
that.
somebody from
It's
Texas,
wearing
just
the
with a
sweatpants.
shirt, a hat, like a Texas cowboy, you know, or something, just some jeans, but he's a millionaire. You wouldn't say it.
Yeah,
and sometimes
true. I know
a
someone
lot of
like
them
that.
are
Great guy.
exactly, and a lot of some of them they don't even have. They just look like simple people going with the train or with the bus. You know,
Right, they take the subway
it's,
still.
It's very, and you look like him. You wouldn't say he's a millionaire. Just some sandals, some.
Yeah, I'm
shorts.
still gonna wear these shorts when I'm a millionaire.
I know you're
bro.
undercover millionaire.
No, exactly. I'm like, oh, you like the shorts?
So it's that's what makes you know it doesn't because I tell you what there is a lot of arrogant millionaires which I don't respect.
Yeah, no, I have no respect. I don't care if you're a millionaire. It doesn't. I'm not impressed with that if you're a piece of shit or you're mean to people or you talk down on them. Then I just don't respect your character at all. I just respect a good character, and if you happen to have a lot of money and help more people,
absolutely,
then that's awesome.
I understand we have egos, and that's fine. When you get to that level of success,
you got to check
work
yourself.
Hard. You check, you know, and it's okay to have some egos because otherwise you wouldn't get there. You
got to have a
some
little
egos.
bit. Yeah,
it's just you got to balance it.
Balance,
yeah.
You know,
so
we all need our when we get to that level, we all need like our mothers to come back and slap us in the back of the head and be like, "Hey, remember who the fuck you are."
As long as I'm gonna be alive, I'm gonna be your mother. I'm gonna slap you whatever you want.
Exactly. Right. Come on, you know, you're not too big for me. All right.
We're happy and we're gonna be grateful for our parents. But I'm so grateful that they still in my life. You know, I don't have any more grandparents, for example. You know, but it's.
But it's great to have your parents, man. You cherish that. And you just spend a lot of time with them in your home country. So just keep doing that, man. It's important.
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
Okay, so you know, this has been a great conversation, bro. How you enjoying it? First podcast.
5 minutes, 1 hour already.
1 hour, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Do you like the podcast experience, bro?
I do. It's my first one,
fun,
and
right? We're just being us.
I'm just being, it's a little.
Now we'll
I don't get the losing voice is very like not too often. Maybe once in a couple of years that something has to happen. And the past couple of days and a lot of drinking and a lot of fun and screaming and jumping and it's really a good time, bro. It's just thank you for making the time and make it happen to come here. Next time I'm gonna.
You're gonna come to
You're
Brooklyn.
gonna impress me with the Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You just talking.
I'm a
Brooklyner. I'm
Brooklyn. It's all Brooklyn. No, man, but it's great. And listen, what I love about this podcast is now the memory of this trip will forever be out there in the world. We can always listen to this episode if we want to have a boost of happiness and remember what we were experiencing. We record this right now in our happiness. So this is like, we're bottling it up and we're putting it out there for you people. So I hope you fucking love this, because I know we do.
And I'm great that I'm proud of you that you started this journey with your because I'm gonna look at myself after to see. I don't really see myself except the mirror, but I don't see the videos I don't see myself how I'm talking. What's the accent?
It's good to
because for me it's accent. I'm just saying I cannot hide that I'm not from here. Right. And just saying hello and the next question from somebody is gonna be where you're from.
Right, exactly.
And I'm saying I'm from China.
New Jersey.
I'm joking. I don't look like Chinese here. I'm getting confused that I'm Brazilian. If I'm challenging, just guess where I'm from. 80%, especially when I used to have the long hair. 80% Brazil. Why Brazil? I mean,
interesting.
And I tell you what, because I have the 5% Greek in me. Maybe my skin. I definitely don't look too much like a Romanian or a Russian. But I'm glad that some people get to know where I'm from, to explain to them.
And that's why I love this. We're getting to share your story with some people. I'm very impressed with you. I just love being around you. So I want to share you with the world.
With the world. I mean, this is a unique time. It's the best time that we live in, actually. We get a lot of people don't realize that, what we have on the table and what, let's say if you wouldn't know me and you would hear me my accent, where would you think I am from?
I feel like I would say Russia.
Really?
I feel like that.
No, don't get the...
Oh, no. I'll do a poll. I'm going to post this episode, and you can ask the audience a question. I'm going to ask them where they think you're from with the accent. Let's get a poll from the audience.
Yeah, but... Okay. Without watching the podcast.
Well, they got to hear your voice.
They have to... Okay.
They got to hear your voice.
Okay. So without... cheating.
Don't cheat. Just tell us what you would think, all right?
Yeah, okay, that's a good. Even if they know, let's say I wouldn't say you're from there. I would say if I would hear see you the first time, I would say you're from, I don't know, anywhere. What do you believe? So it's interesting for me.
I would say Jamaica, but that's just me.
Yeah, really?
No, I'm just fucking kidding. All right, this is the question I ask everybody as we close out the podcast, because this is the theme of the Been There Doing That podcast, is like living a fulfilling life, the things that make you happy and joy. I know we touched on it a lot, but just any final words or final advice you have for anyone about what it means to live a fulfilling life?
Uh, let's start with simple things that you can enjoy every day. Every day every morning you wake up, it's a new opportunity. You're alive. You do your meditation. By the way, thank you for introducing me to
breath
that
work.
breath
Yeah,
work.
it's
I'm gonna do
amazing.
it from now on. You know,
Absolutely.
it's 5 minutes only, but it really, sets up your day.
Yes,
you know?
it's a great way to start the
And
day.
It's you're not gonna have a bad day.
Right.
Based on by definition, it doesn't
You're
matter
grounding
what's
yourself.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just enjoy the everyday life, bro. Just enjoy. We enjoy everything. The food, the beach. That you're not gonna go to the beach every day, but enjoy the. I love to work, for example. I'm a little bit of a workaholic.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say no, but I like based on because I hate to be bored.
Right.
And that's
or
a good
feeling you're not
reason.
productive.
You gotta be busy. If it's not work, it's reading. Not too much reading lately, though. It's just listening to audiobooks. Because it's all always doing something. But I gotta make time, as we said. It's
Right.
all about priorities. Fulfilling life, it's for us men. I would say it's to accomplish your your freedom to make to retire my parents, for example, to take care of the people that you love in your life.
Absolutely.
It's it's like that flower that you gotta take care of yourself so you can take care of everybody else. It's like she
Right.
needs oxygen, sunlight, rain, so so we can
Then
it
you
can
be
look beautiful
blossom
for
and
us.
yeah. It's amazing. I love that. Just like you said, appreciate, enjoy life in the everyday moments. Don't say, "Oh, I'll be happy one day when."
It's a journey.
this,
You're gonna
when
enjoy
that.
every day.
Find the joy today, because I'll tell you what. If you say you'll be happy when I'm a millionaire or happy this, you'll never be happy.
You're not gonna
You'll
be. You're
always
not
be
gonna be,
chasing.
yeah.
So you got to find the joy today.
Yeah.
So I really like
Absolutely.
that, bro.
Absolutely, brother.
All right, final thing for you, and then we're gonna wrap this one up. What's next for you, bro? What would you say is your next? Where can people find you? Well, I'm gonna tag him, so follow my man. All right, listen, I'm gonna say this, and then I'll let you close this out.
All right.
He's only got 10 followers on Instagram. I just advised him to start an Instagram a few weeks ago. You did it, so I'm proud of you for making it happen.
Thank you.
Let's get my man to 100, please. I mean, not even that many people listen to this
100.
podcast.
That's 10x from now. I have a 10.
Yeah, exactly. All right, he's got a 10x. All right, get him from 10 to 100, please, everybody. He's a great person. He's got a lot of awesome wisdom to share. Follow my motherfucking man on the Instagram.
I'm gonna try to be more open there because you push me, but
Yeah, bro, it's
I'm
good,
kind
you
of
do. You've got a lot of great
old-fashioned
insights.
style. Just
Share your wisdom with the world.
I got
So,
it.
okay, what's next? My question that we're closing out, what's next for Alex?
Next for Alex, it's I love traveling, for example. So for me, working is good, but you want to enjoy life too.
Yes.
I told you that right now they just came from Europe. Opens your mind to that. So at least you're going, home. You're visiting a little bit Europe. It's already a different perspective. Work is great, but it's not the only thing that
It's not all there is.
Exactly.
Balance everything.
Yeah. Focus on what's important, in life, and make it like when you're gonna be 90, 100 years old, do not regret anything in life. And it's again choose your people that are in your life. Like who said? I think the first one was Jim Rohn. They said the 5. You are the average.
You're
of
the
five
average. There's some of the 5 people
And
you spend
after
the most
that, I
time
think
around.
Tony Robbins repeated. And right now it's everywhere. Right? The 5 people. Everybody knows it. But it's true. It's true because even if you don't want, if you're going to be surrounded by 5 millionaires, and if you want to be in the financial world, you're going to be a millionaire. There is no way you're not going to be.
Right, exactly.
Or if you're surrounded by 5 losers, you're going to be a loser too. There is no way that you can be a lion surrounded by sheep. You're not going to get too far.
Yeah,
I just don't want to say
bro.
nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's beautiful, brother. I appreciate
we're gonna finish
you.
with another
We're gonna
song?
finish
We
with
start,
another-
we
yes.
finish.
And I just want to say my final words here is thank you so much for this amazing couple days. This has been so incredible, and my heart is full. So I appreciate you. I love you, bro.
I love you too, brother.
I'll give you a hug, and then you're gonna close us out with a riff. Close us out with a little beautiful jam, my man. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna sing something in
Sing it.
a Russian.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Please.
Yeah. It's been a while since I sang. На берегу так оживленно, людно, а у воды высится, как мира. Зато любовь сюда войдет за пятачок, что пушку затолкать. My voice fucked up. Hey. Just a little bit.
Yes, I love it, bro. Amazing stuff, man.
It was good. Thank you, brother.
Till next
And thank
time,
you
y'all.
to
Thanks for
everybody.
tuning in, everybody. This thing does